How do you balance your soul deep need to live this creative life while earning an income in today's world? First things first is that I want you to truly understand your money mindset and to actually believe that your art, your craft, your writing, your paintings, your clay earrings, whatever it is that you're making can earn you an income. If you choose, once again, if you want to monetize, this video is for you. If you don't want to monetize, probably not the video for you. You are a multi-passionate creative woman and you have so many ideas and wants and wishes and dreams. You've started businesses, they've fallen off. You start projects, they fall off. You get distracted with the next thing, and you're sitting there wondering, how do I balance these things? How am I supposed to fit in this current society where you have bills to pay, but you want to be creative, you want to live a creative life? What do I do to make money? There are really only two things you can do in this world in order to have more money, and that is to decrease your expenses or increase your income. We're going to focus on increasing your income. So I'm going to list 20 side businesses real quick here. We're just going to snappity through them. Some of them are going to spark something in you. Maybe you've already tried them. Maybe this is your sign to start it again. But I'm going to ask you to hold off to the end of the video before you start making an Instagram account and planning out your entire business in Canva, because there are going to be 5 steps I want you to take to really decide which 1 or 3 businesses or side businesses are for you. Here we go. These are digital product-based businesses for multi-passionate creatives. So you can sell workbooks and guides, ebooks, social media templates, website templates, Notion dashboard templates, and then self-paced courses. Next, we're gonna jump into 10 freelance business ideas for multi-passionate women. Social media management, that's what I started out as. Content creating, what I'm doing right now. Video editing, email marketing, an online business manager, a copywriter or a freelance copywriter, business mentor, freelance website designer, blog writer, whether it's your own blog or you write blog posts for others, and a freelance project manager. And then lastly, these 5 product-based businesses, I just pulled these out of things that I'm also intrigued in. There are so many more product-based businesses than this, but I'm just gonna spark some right now, okay? Number 1, a candle business, a sticker business, clothing embroidery, journal/notebook business, and then a crochet and knit business where you crochet items, you can sell them at markets, fairs, little plushies or blankets, clothing, you name it. But once again, only if you want to monetize. This is the most important part. How do you decide what business is right for you? Number 1, initial interest. What sparked you? What was ooh, that sounds exciting, I want to try that? Or have you already started a content creator business or a social media management business and you're I kind of want to revive that, I kind of want to go back to that? Or maybe you thought about starting a crochet business and you have some things that you've already crocheted that you're maybe I could sell these, could I do this? What does that look like? The initial interest is what you need to follow, because if you are picking something off this list, or you're trying to start a business that you saw someone else do and you saw that they made 10K months, the reason why you're probably picking that one is because you think you're going to escape capitalism if you copy somebody else. We don't want to copy somebody else, because as a multi-passionate creative, the next idea that comes up in 3 months is going to have your attention. These steps are designed to help you pick something, see if it's right, work through what this will all look like, and then take action that you will do long term. I want you to explore that initial interest on 3, let's say 5 of these business ideas or business ideas on this list. Number 2, learning curve. Every single one of these has a learning curve. I know social media makes it seem like you could start a social media manager business tomorrow and have 10K months. That is not correct. There are a lot of things you need to learn, grow your own business, understand strategies, systems, onboarding, all of that stuff that finding clients, selling yourself, all of the stuff that comes with starting one of these businesses. There is a learning curve. So do your research, go follow people who are already doing what you want to do. Go to their Instagram, scroll to the very bottom and look, when did they post that? Was it 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago? Do you have 5 years in you to cultivate an audience and a community on one Instagram account? We'll get there. Understand the learning curve and what do you need to know about the business you're picking in order to feel confident in moving forward and actually bringing it to life. So let's say you picked the 5, you dove into the learning curve for all of them, now you're left with 3. Next is startup costs. Everything costs money, unfortunately. Break it down, break down the finances. You really have to understand how much it would cost to start up a sticker business, for instance, or a social media templates. It's digital, so you would just need Canva and somewhere to sell them. Make a list out of the 3 you have left. What are the startup costs and what is tangible for you to invest? Now, if you hit this point and you're I don't have $1,000 to drop on a business, I can't do this. make a savings plan, $100 a month for X months, and then I will start my business. So you have that initial investment that you can plan for. Step number 4 is your creative outlet. The whole reason you are wanting to do a side business like this to help you have just some income coming out. I am not talking about replacing your 9 to 5. I would rather you have a 9 to 5 that pays all of your bills, and these side businesses are your fun money, your creative money that you get to just use to be creative. And eventually, one day, potentially, it could replace your 9 to 5, but I don't want you going into these businesses thinking this is gonna be like how you make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. It could, but that's not where we're starting. Now, the creative outlet side of the business you pick, it has to intrigue you. It has to, that initial interest that you first sparked, you need that to be consistent. So when you sit down and you plan this business, is the planning part really the only part you like? And so that when you actually have the Instagram account set up, you have a handful of posts ready to go, and then you start doing it for a month or two and you're like, hey, this is boring. Goodbye, next. Because if that's the case, you really want to start looking at the creative outlet side. What part of this business do you love? Is it the content creation side? Is it the candles and seeing them come to life? Is it the marketing? Is it the time spent knitting, crocheting, whatever it is? Really dive into why you want to start this business and how that creativity is, you can tap into it every day. And then lastly, step number 5 is long-term commitment. I know as a multi-passionate creative, the next thing is going to come up. Your progress is going to be slower, but allow yourself 6 months to a year of just testing, trialing, having fun with this business and seeing where it can go. Now, you're not going to see progress if you stick to something for 2 weeks and then you drop off and you never touch it again. Of course, you're going to take breaks. Things are going to stop, start, and that's fine. But I want you to trust yourself in knowing that you will show up for this project or these 2 or 3 things that you're going to be exploring. Now, I want to make a point though, that your art does not have to make money. You can do hobbies, craft, you can do your art on your own time without trying to monetize it. I did read a book, Big Magic, I'll put it here. The author basically said that she was never going to ask her creativity to fund her life. It ended up doing so, but she didn't want to put that pressure on her creativity in order to make ends meet. Because I did this when I first started my virtual assistant business back in 2019. I needed clients or I would be going into debt, as in I would be using my Visa, I would miss bills. I did it wrong, essentially, is what I'm saying. Because I started from a place of, I got laid off, I had no idea what I was doing, I picked up 1 or 2 clients, but I still needed to make more money. Trying to start a business from that place of oh my gosh, if I don't get this client, I won't pay my bills, is so scary, and you're in a state of fear the whole time. So you're not really aligned with your business or the clients you're saying yes to, because I just wanted to say yes to anybody and everybody. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. You get to be a multi-passionate creative. You get to explore multiple different businesses, ideas, creative projects. It might seem like you're constantly running to the next thing and you're not making enough progress, but if you are struggling with kind of accepting this multi-passionate side to you, I have a blog post on these 11 ways to kind of balance your multiple passions and really understand how to balance your multiple passions. And the first one is acceptance, so really understanding your multi-passionate nature. So that's linked down below if you'd like to read that. And I want you to take up space. I want you to trust yourself to show up for the projects that you say you will. Now, showing up is going to look different for everybody. You might show up once a month for a project, and that is fine. You can check out this video here about kind of the story of being multi-passionate and how I've struggled with it. And then also I completed 75 Medium, which really just showed me that I can stick to habits. I can stick to my daily habits that I set for myself in order to build this creative life that I'm trying to. Is it perfect? No. Is it gonna be fun? Yes. Now, lastly, I gotta leave you with this. Did you do something creative today? Drop it down below. So that is everything that I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like. You can also subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you in the next one.